Hello, everybody. It is Self-Care Sunday. How we doing tonight? How are you on Self-Care Sunday? Hey, kitty. How are you? Good to have you here on Self-Care Sunday. How was your day? I hope you're having a great day. Hope everybody's having a great day. On this wonderful Sunday in January. Still a week to go in the month. Still a week to go. And you will have cleared a J month already. Check! You'll be able to check that right off your list, a J month. Boom, in the rear view. In the rear view. But how was your day today? What say you? Got a lot accomplished at home. That's good. I got a good amount at my desk done this morning and got a couple errands done, and then been watching some football. Happy Sunday, Kelly. Hey, Adele and Dazzle are with us. Great to have you all here tonight on Self-Care Sunday. Excuse me. How's Kelly's day today? Hope you're having a marvelous day and that all is well with you. On this Self-Care Sunday, the day we set aside every week. Every week we have Self-Care Sunday so that you take time for you. You take time to take a breath. Smell the roses, for lack of a better term. Refill your pitcher so that you can pour out onto others. Yes, that is why we have Self-Care Sunday. Relaxing and a little drizzle. Well, you say you need the moisture, right? And I'm glad you're relaxing. We've been watching some football. We've been kicking back. Good football games today. Some good football games today. And we're just trying to chill ourselves here tonight. I think more people are watching football tonight than anything else, but that's okay. Next Sunday, I know what you're all going to be doing. Virtual seminaring, that's what you're going to be doing. Next Sunday. It's only a week away. Let's get started with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. If you're following along in the book tonight, we are on page 110. Good morning. You've had too many apps open for too long. Close your eyes. Check all your systems. Soft reboot. Hey, Molly and Eric, how are you? One of the top 15 destinations, according to, Weed.com or something in Steamboat? Congratulations, Molly. Great to have you and Eric here. I hope all is well with the two of you in the skiing, the drinking town with a skiing problem. I hope you've had some time to get out there and enjoy the slopes, and that all is well with you. As I mentioned, it is Self-Care Sunday. It is Self-Care Sunday, and on Self-Care Sunday we have the Self-Care Sunday rest of the week. Excuse me, on where'sweed.com. Excuse me. I don't want to screw up my names here. So on Self-Care Sunday, we have the recipe of the week. It's not a weed recipe of the week, but it's the recipe of the week. The recipe of the week. You find it every week in the nerds.org/resalestrong cookbook at nerds.org/resalestrong, REC, for the Resale Strong recipe of the week. This week, I got ahead of ourselves. I wanted to give you time to prep for next weekend's winter social with the NARTS virtual seminar coming up. And we always have those NARTS cocktails. And since we can't be together, I wanted you to have a way to have your cocktail. And so I've got your Beat the Winter Blues cocktails. Thank you, Kelly. I'd like to say it was my idea, but it was my peanut gallery's idea. So I'll give credit where credit is due. It was my peanut gallery's idea to go with the cocktails in preparation for next weekend's winter social and seminar. So, we went a little umbrella-y drink with the Palm Beach Spritzer, and we went, wintry with the winter warmer, which actually sounds pretty good. Actually, both do. So those are your recipes for next week for the social, so that you can be properly prepared, because I can't post it next week for next week. So I had to get that out early. It gives you time to practice your cocktail concoctions for next week's virtual winter social, which starts Saturday night. Saturday night at 9 o'clock Eastern is when the winter social starts, and then the virtual seminar on Sunday. So, make sure, if you have not signed up for this yet, that you get signed up. You do not want to miss it. NARTS.org for all the registration information. I mean, you got Colleen and Melissa there. Colleen and Melissa are going to be speaking. So much great knowledge in the room. It's going to be awesome, and as close to in real life networking as you can get. Better than a one-on-one FaceTime with me, I'm just saying, it's going to be great. You do not want to miss it. Hey, Jennifer's with us. Great to have Florida in the house. My aunt says it's warm down there. She had the top down on her convertible for the first time since she's been back down south. When I talked to her earlier. She is, she said it's hot. I told her it's good she's not up here where it's cold and windy. Cold and windy up here. So I'm glad to have you all here tonight. I don't want to get too deep tonight because I got a lot to cover this week, and I think a lot of people are watching football tonight. But I did want to quickly cover, again, I posted the worksheet for the Employee Retention Tax Credit. Okay, the Employee Retention Tax Credit for 2020, I posted a spreadsheet. It's a 4-tab spreadsheet. The first tab is the summary tab. So it's available in the NARTS private Facebook group, and I'm sure Adele's been on top of it and already sent it over to narts.org/resalestrong to keep it easy for you. But this is a 4-tab spreadsheet, and on the first tab, on the summary tab, you list all your employees for the year, okay? And then there's a tab for each quarter where you go in and you put their earnings, and it will automatically populate the other tabs with their names. And even if an employee worked in one quarter but not another, and that way you can figure out where your credits lie. Again, you can claim the credit in 2020 if you meet one of 2 conditions. See, I knew it was already there. I knew I was safe saying that Adele already got it there. I don't even have to check. I knew it was safe saying that. You can claim the credit if you meet one of 2 criteria. You only have to meet one of 2. And those 2 criteria are, in 2020, hey, Angie, great to have you here. The 2 criteria are, if you were down in any quarter 50% or more, you get to claim it in 2020. That is one criteria. Hey, Joanne. The other criteria, and the easier criteria to reach for many of you, not all of you, but many states are eligible in one way or another, is if you are under any government restriction that restricts your operation, such as limiting your hours or limiting your occupancy, are the 2 easiest to meet. And if you're under those in any quarter, you can claim it for that quarter. And basically you're claiming it for the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th quarter. You can't really claim it in the first. There's technically a way to use some of that date from the March date, Kelly, but really from an IRS perspective, they're looking at 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter for it, is what all the forms are set up for. So the forms are set up for second, third, and fourth quarter, even though the legislation gives you that 10 days in March that you could technically claim it to. And you take their gross payroll and any employer-paid health benefits. So if the employer cost of health benefits, the employer share of health benefits plus gross payroll for each employee paid with non-PPP funds. Okay, you can have used up your PPP payroll portion and have paid other things such as rent in week 6 or 7. Let's say you used up your 62 to 65% of PPP on payroll in 5 weeks, and the last 3 weeks you used towards rent and utilities of your PPP, you could claim it then. So that is the key to it. I do have, now I know many of you have asked, what are the restrictions in my state? Do you have any sort of simple guide for it? I actually have access to one, but I can't publicly share it. Okay, so I can't share out the resource guide that I have from the National Retail Federation because of the way it's locked into their website and it's a members-only area. But I do have access by state to all that information. But most of it is available on your state's website. Most states have a COVID website where they've listed all the actions and restrictions. But I do have access. The National Retail Federation has a great interactive website that was really designed to track retail restrictions on operating retail stores. So I do have access to that. If you have a question about your particular state, I can pull that up, but it is on a members-only area, so I can't just share it out. But, you know, many northern states, Illinois, the whole Northeast is eligible. Virginia is eligible. Lots and lots of states are eligible, okay? The further south you go, there's less eligibility, but you really, if you can take advantage of the 2020 credit, it really can add up, especially if you have any quantity of employees. It can really add up for you. So take a look at the worksheet so we can talk more about it this week, and then we can also jump into how that affects you in 2021. 2021 will allow for greater eligibility even for the states, that do not have the level of restrictions. There's some changes to it in 2021 that make it some great opportunities there for you in 2021. And it's by quarter, so you can claim it in one quarter and not in another if you're not eligible. But you really want to maximize it if you can, because it can really add up. I mean, it can be some considerable money. The other thing I'm working on for you, this week, is the folder that I've told you to keep of all your records so that you're not duplicating benefits. I am working on a checklist. I have that over there on my desk to do. And I will be working on a checklist for you to make sure that you have everything organized in your folder. So if you got audited, you have everything ready to say to the auditor, go over there. Go away. Go away. I listen to Neil. I got everything you want and then some. Get out of my way. To show that you properly used all your funds. Okay, I don't want anybody to get caught up in an audit, but I know in the next couple of years, after we're beyond this, there are many that will get audited. And that's okay. I mean, that's a good, the accountability side of this from a government perspective, I want them to be good stewards of our tax dollars down the road. Okay, I want them to get this money out quickly to the businesses that are in need, but I want them to be good stewards of it. And there will be people that commit fraud. Not anybody here, but there are bad people. But it's such a small percentage, real dollars, but small percentage. Most people are honest, good business owners just trying to get to the other side of this. But I don't want you to get caught up in it just because of sloppy record keeping. So I'm going to make it real easy for you. I'm working on that checklist. I will have my peanut gallery recheck the checklist. Check the checklist. Make sure it makes sense before I post it. How's that? So that everybody can follow it, and we can have your folder of information be ready to withstand an audit. Okay, I always do things, I want you to have every penny you are entitled to. Many of you are from the land of Lincoln. Pennies add up. If you watch the pennies, the nickels take care of themselves. And I want you to get everything that you're entitled to because it ensures a solid foundation for you to build back a better business coming out of this pandemic. And I want you to have the most solid, strong business coming out of this pandemic. I want you to be super strong. I want your business to be solid. I want you to be strong. There is a credit for 2021, Molly. I'm going to go into that this week. And the credit's cash. So I say credit because that is the actual term, government term that is used, but you will get cash. And it will be available in the first half of 2021, again, during times where you're not spending PPP money if you got a second PPP. And it will be available to you. And I will go over the details of it. I'm trying not to confuse the 2020 credit with the 2021 credit. So I'm trying to put to bed the 2020, and then we can move forward this week with the 20 and dive into the 2021 credit. Because, you guys are at week 45, 46. This is the start of week 45, 46. And you know what? It's a good week. Hang on, where's my sign for that? Where's my prop? It's a good week to have a good week. It is a good week to have a good week. Do not forget that. Do not forget that. It is a good week to have a good week. And I understand I've talked to so many accountants, Kelly, and bookkeepers during this. I understand that. And, but they are giving back greater than that, okay? They are allowing for some companies that maxed out and would get actual just a credit off, but they are giving an advanced refund to you. That's what Form 7200 is, okay? Allows for the advanced refund of those of that money right back to you. So I understand why the accountants are very confused by this. There's so much coming down, and they are confused, but it's legit. The IRS is actually supposed to do a media campaign about it. I can't imagine that the IRS will do a good media campaign about it. But it is confusing. It is confusing, and I understand why they're confused. And but you are entitled to it. You will get. They will send you back more than you paid in that tax, and that's okay. And you are entitled to it. It is a wonderful thing. It was originally, the program was designed originally as an either or. You either got the PPP or you were able to take the credit. Now it's designed so you can take both. You just can't take them both during the same period of time. But it is a huge benefit. Again, the ultimate goal of this is the government wants employees tied to your business, not to unemployment. You got to understand the underlying goal of it. That is really the underlying goal. The government wants employees tied to your business, supporting your business, keeping your business alive, more than it wants them on the unemployment rolls. So that's why these programs exist. That is why they're there for you. That is why you should take advantage of them. Hey, Hey, Julie Jankowicz is with us. How are you, Julie Jankowicz? How's Phoebe doing? I hope Phoebe is doing okay. Hope all is well with you. But that is why these programs exist. I mean, as crazy as they sound, as complicated, they're complicated. You know, it's complicating a ham sandwich because it's the government. Okay, but you know, this is real benefit, real money for you, real money. I can't stress it enough. I can't stress it enough. And so it is so important that you avail yourself of these opportunities so that we get to the other side. It is just that critical so that on the other side of this, and we still don't know where the end is. Julie likes real money. She's the queen of grants. The queen of grants. Julie Jankowicz likes real money. And, you know, it is real money. It is sitting back there in 2020. I don't have my prop with me tonight. My cash is elsewhere tonight. Who knows what my peanut gallery has done with my cash. It's elsewhere. For all I know, all that's in my wallet is my $2 bills. But it is about keeping your business healthy and strong, keeping your employees tied to your business, tied to your community, and not tied to the government. Okay? It's much easier to have one business tied to the government than all the employees of each business. Molly, you can pay them under the Families First Coronavirus Act, and the government will reimburse you. I've covered that before. I'm happy to cover it again with you. Just reach out to me. I'll explain how you get that. I have a whole sheet on it. We're crossing our so you know, just email me so I don't forget to send it to you. But you can get reimbursed for their sick time for 2/3 of it. To keep, again, it's about keeping them off unemployment. You can, you know, and different employers have done different things. Yes, it's in 2020 it was mandatory. In 2021 it's optional, but you still get reimbursed in 2021. So it is the mandate isn't extended, okay, because all companies of 50 employees or more had to offer it, and those with less than 50 employees it was optional, and those with under, but it's optional, and you can opt into it, and the government will pay you back. Okay, you front the money, the government will give it to you. That is another benefit for up to 80 hours over 2 weeks per employee. The current CDC guidance is 10-day quarantine. You know, it's a constant moving target, but it's a 10-day isolation. Really, it's not, you know, called quarantine, but an isolation. But, you know, again, cleaning and masks, people. Cleaning and masks. Keep it all safe. Keep it all safe. That's what I'm telling you. And do some self-care. The grants are coming. The grants are coming. You know, if you haven't found one in your state yet, it will be coming. I'm telling you, the states are getting money. They haven't necessarily figured out what they're doing with it yet to get the grants out there, but there is more grant money coming. And that's regardless of whatever Biden does in this upcoming bill, of whatever this $1.9 trillion that he'd like to get in this next bill. You know, I'll know more this week of whether there's a reality to anything coming of that bill. There's just so much going on in Washington right now that is conflicting the resources that they have. I'm not sure that a $1.9 trillion bill will happen, but you know, I like to remain hopeful. But many states haven't figured out what they're doing with the grant money that they have, but they're working on it, Jennifer. So hang in there and keep on looking. I can't stress that enough, to keep on looking for grants in your area. If you haven't set up a Google alert yet for your state, your city, your town, your county, and COVID business grant as your search term, do it. Because if you're not searching on a regular basis, if you're not staying on top of everything, if you're not members of all your local organizations, you just have to stay on top of it, because they pop up like this and they have short windows of eligibility. So I can't stress enough that, and for you to stay on top of it. So and just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind with it, and we'll get to the other side of this. That's all this is about, is keeping you healthy, keeping your business healthy, keeping your staff healthy, and getting us to the other side. And that's why we have Self-Care Sunday. Self-Care Sunday every week, every Sunday. And we're kicking off week 45 and 46. You've got this week's recipe of the week. Cocktails for next week's social hour. I'm telling you, during the NARTS virtual seminar, Beat the Winter Blues cocktails, the Palm Beach Spritzer and Ian Palmer's Winter Warmer. You got to have your liquor cabinet, or your mocktail of it ready for next weekend. I want you all to be ready for it, and be there for NARTS virtual seminar. If you haven't signed up yet, make sure you do. Don't be square. Don't be an ice cube. Be at the NARTS virtual winter summit. This video and everything I talk about goes over to narts.org/resalestrong by noon the very next day. Sometimes even faster than that. Adele and Cassandra are just amazing. Amazing, I'm telling you. They make all the behind-the-scenes stuff happen and get it all there so that it is all completely accessible for you. There's also a direct link there to the NARTS Resale Strong Cookbook at narts.org/ResaleStrong, and on the Resale Strong page, you will find a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when a new one drops. I am here every night at more 8 than ish Eastern, live in the NARTS private Facebook group every night. If you have a question in between, you just email me at Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com. Neil at ECIstores.com is where you find me. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start the program every night. Tonight, we're on page 110. Good morning. You've had too many apps open for too long. Close your eyes. Check all systems. Soft reboot. Our good night tonight is good night. Don't wait until low power mode. Close your eyes. Close all unnecessary apps. Recharge. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah even. A NARTS virtual winter seminar. We will party again. We will party in person. But until then, until we can all be together in person, I'll be back here tomorrow night at more 8 than ish. And until then, know that you, and most importantly you, yes you, you're not alone running this store. It's time for dinner, everybody. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, it's a great week to have a great week. It all starts up here. Have a great night.